folks who are fans of Caitlin Clark are well aware of the fact that she is constantly being attacked by other players. I don't know if it's necessarily attacks, but they're able to get away with being far more physical than they would against, say, if this was an NBA game. On top of that, there are even non-calls that have veteran WNBA people confused. And now, this is not an uncommon thing across the league. That's the sad part about this. But Caitlin Clark's been injured a third time. That's not a good thing for the league. Not to mention, you've got some folks wondering about the strength and conditioning coaches that are involved with her bulking up. Now, that one I am less sure about, but the constant hitting and rough play that's in the WNBA, this should call for people to go, hey, let's stop this silliness. So we're going to discuss that. Whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Rumble, hit like and subscribe if you do not mind. So let's get into this video.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Nealon. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
Since talking about my favorite team in the WNBA is not an option, I'm going to do this. Because, well, LA Sparks this year is just that's just a failed season. But Caitlin Clark, well, across the whole league, let's get away from Caitlin Clark for a second. Across the whole league, if you're watching games, you're watching things that in the NBA or college realm would not be allowed. And you hear these women go, oh, we're just a physical league. No, you're not. You're a dirty league. What is going on in the WNBA is not being physical, it's being dirty. End of story. You don't pinch players, you don't pull them by the hair, you don't eye gouge. End of story. You are a dirty league. End of it. End of story. End of quote. Now, this is the third time that Caitlin Clark's been injured. I don't know how long this injury is going to last, but this is hurting the league with her getting injured so often. This is also causing you to look bad. Do you really think she wants to play for the for the unrivaled if this is the kind of treatment she's going to get from her fellow players in the WNBA? These same players are the ones that are at unrivaled. You really think that that would be good for her? You continuously hear these players say, oh, we deserve more money. Really? Then go into the MMA, go into WWE, go into AEW, go into UCF. This is none of those sports. Basketball was a violent sport coming up, and it's still got its moments where, there's going to be physical contact. Once in a while, people's emotions will get out of hand, but that was slowly getting taken away even up until the 90s. And even now, in the NBA, they go, no. In college basketball, men's or women's, they go, no. So why is this allowed? Now, another look at this will be strength and conditioning. Now, I was listening to Mick Talks Hoops, and he was complaining about the strength and conditioning coaches, which, okay, to a degree, yeah, they might not have been able to prepare her for this, but that's just it. This is a little bit shakier of a premise, in my opinion. I really do think that this is a shakier premise. She bulked up. Okay, fine. She's shown that she can use that to her advantage, but at the same time, if you're constantly getting pounded on by other players, is it really the strength and conditioning situation? Now, mind you, looking at the players in the WNBA, there are, even in the NBA, I look at these players and I'm like, why are they so freaking skinny? They're like unhealthy skinny at points. Like Kevin Durant, somebody needs to sit him down and go, dude, bulk up a little bit. Because honestly, it's not a good look for any player to be playing at that high of a level. To and Kevin Durant is constantly getting play at a high level. I'm not saying that he isn't, a good player, but you have to realize that there are going to be times where you're going to get injured. I mean, he's been injured. He's got ankle problems. This past year, he got 331.25, ankle 24.25, ankle 128.25, thumb 12.4.24, ankle 11.9.24, calf 11.24, hamstring 12.7.23, ankle 11.24.23, foot 4.8.23, ankle. Don't tell me from all of this that maybe he needs to work on his ankles a little bit. He needs to put. You're getting injured that often, and that's one of the things that Caitlin Clark was probably trying to do by bulking up a little. But this is just her first year of being a little bit more bulked up. Seriously, she is needing to come into this league looking like Carl Malone. If you don't know who that is, you should take a look at pictures. Uh, I'll try to post it a little bit above this. But seriously, strength and conditioning is only so much to blame on this that they may have underprepared her a little bit. But considering how much she bulked up, I think that was natural compared to other players. There is no reason that you should have players getting hit as often as they are in the WNBA. Because really, you take a look at an NBA game, you take a look at a college basketball game, there's a vast world of difference. Yes, there's a little bit of play, a little bit of physicality, but compared to the WNBA, it really is a little bit of physicality. There should be no hair pulling. As soon as somebody is hair pulled, they should be out of the game. Seriously. I and if you hair pull twice in a season, you should be out for the season. Eye gouging? No, no, no eye gouging. Eye gouging should be an automatic. You're out for say 10 games. WNBA needs to come down hard on this idiotic physicality. Now, if it's accidental, you take a look at everything. If you can tell whether it's accidental or on purpose. But what's being done to Caitlin Clark is not accidental. Dejanay Carrington constantly yanking people's hair, not accidental. There are so many players. Some of the stuff that Kennedy Carter did last year, not accidental. That's why I do not. I hear other people talking about they want her back in the league. I don't. She's a dirty player. She's a well, I've already covered it. She's just a dirty player. We need to clean WNBA up, and there's no way to clean it up if you're constantly allowing this. Now, either get that fixed or say, sorry, this isn't my cup of tea and move on with your life and cancel the WNBA. Seriously, either cancel the WNBA or clean it up. That's the only two things you should do right now. Also, hey, before I go, I've got a link tree down below that is going to have my Patreon. If you wouldn't mind to help me out, I'm trying to raise $3,000. I only, it's only a couple of dollars to join my Patreon. And once I start getting people on there, hey, I want to get some sports stuff. I want to hear what y'all want me to talk about sports wise, or if y'all hear stories, whatnot. But this has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.